Folks, thank you so much for tuning into the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network today. Today we have a very special collection of Mother's Day brooches, just in time for the upcoming Hallmark holiday. Now, I do want to go through and show you a little bit more about each one of these brooches and why they would make such a great gift for the mother in your life. Or perhaps you just want to buy it for yourself. That's okay too. Now, before I get started, it's just Bruce and I today. Nancy said she had some business to take care of in Italy, so she has left the country for a bit. I don't know if she's got family there, if she's trying to visit her mother for Mother's Day or something. But she seemed to be in a rush to get over there, so I hope she has a fun time, and we'll come back soon so we can have her model some of these great pieces for you. And then Barbara just has the day off. She deserves it. So, just you and me, Bruce. Did you have a good weekend? Yeah, same. Very, very, pretty relaxing. You know, I played tennis with the girls quite a bit. Tried not to overdo it. You know, it's starting to get pretty sunny out, and you forget about that early in the season, and then it sneaks up on you, and you feel like you get too much sun. Gets you a little tired. Feel like I've got to take a nap after that. You know, and the folks, they have the water out on the courts, and it comes in this oh gosh, it's like a big cooler type thing. But I don't know the last time it was refilled, so I'm just out there thirsty because I don't want to drink out of that. You know, I'm sure it's fine, but I don't know what's going on in there. So, and then what else did we get into? Oh, well, I don't know. It was just nice, pretty enjoyable. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to watch any films this weekend, but that's my plan. That's my plan this upcoming weekend. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you all about it when I do. Oh gosh, anyways. Well, we do have a lot to get through, and if Barbara was here, she would say there's no time to waste. Lots to show today. So I'm gonna jump right in. Jumping right into it. Gosh, it's hard to know what to pick because we've got such an elegant collection. And a Mother's Day brooch collection is all about elegance, but also, you know, how do you express everything that a mother is to you? How do you express that you understand something that is a hobby of a mother, of your mother? Or, you know, your spouse might have taken note that, I'll start with this, that you like bowling. How great is this? Where am I going to put this? Look at this. Now, I know a lot of great lady bowlers. And one thing about lady bowlers that are moms is that they just have a fierce sense of competition, and they are some of the best players to have on your league. They're not going to miss a practice because they want their team to go all the way. Now, maybe your mother or mother-in-law or your spouse or you know, a mother that you know plays bowling, is a bowler. This is going to be the brooch for them. Look at that. I need to go get my little board so you can get a better contrast on this. And yeah, Bruce, I am going to ask you to zoom in, so just get ready. Okay, this stick pin right here is the epitome of, I would say, functional whimsy. Now, you think about whimsical brooches, and most of the time those are going to be ones that have flowers, maybe an anthropomorphic creature on it, like a teddy bear that's bowling. No, this is pretty realistic. It means business, but it's also really fun because you've got you've got the bowler down here on the end, right? And she has great form. You see that? She followed through. She's twisting her body, but not overly twisting it, right? And she's all the way at the end of the lane. And it's almost as if the perspective is that you're closer to the bowling ball and the pins. And notice how she's done a wonderful job of lining up the shot to where these pins are getting knocked down. So it's like, it's not a little, I mean, it could be a situation where is this a little lady, big bowling ball and bowling pins, or really big bowling ball, bowling pins, regular size lady. We get those perspective things kind of here and there in the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. But I think she's at the end of the lane. She's got her shoes on, her bowling shoes, and she has her own pair that she bought because she's doing a regular league play. So she's out there at least once a week with the league. And she's following through. And look at that. Is it a strike? We can't be sure because we could only see 3 of the pins, but I think it's possible that it could be part of a strike, or most likely she picked up a spare. And by picking up a spare, she's going to take the league all the way. They're going to, I don't know. I don't want to say nationals. I don't really know about what the local bowling league gameplay is like, but they're probably going to play the, they're going to the Tri-City area bowling competition, right? And that's going to be an overnight trip. And so she's going to need her spouse to watch after the kids. That's making dinner, putting them to bed, getting their teeth brushed, getting them ready for school, all of the above. So she doesn't have to worry about that and can focus on winning in the Tri-State championships. So, do you have a mother bowler? This one's for her. This one's for her. It's also just really fun. And look, you can see through. There's even little finger holes. And kind of just glancing at it, it almost looks like a little face. But it's not a face, it's a bowling ball. It's really something. This is one of the most fun stick pins I think I've seen on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. So you're going to want to call in order to make sure you get this one. Even if, you know what, even if she's not a bowler, this could be fun for a lot of things. A lot of things. Now, what else do we want to take a look at here? It's a teeny tiny, I believe it's a Scottie dog. And do you know a mom? Are you a mom? Or do you have a mom that you want to gift this little Scottie dog pin to? It is so petite, but it has a whole lot of enamel fun texture to it that makes it look like realistic fur. So, I mean, even if the mother in your life doesn't only love Scottie dogs, which I believe is what this is, it could be great as an indicator that you know that a mom does like some dogs. And she mentioned that in passing, perhaps, where, I don't know, perhaps you were on a walk together. She said, "Oh, look at that cute dog." Well, there you go. She must like dogs. So having a little pin like this shows, I listen. I know what's going on. Now, you should really know what is your mother's or spouse's favorite dog, and they're probably going to have a top 7 to 10. You know, if they're a real dog lover, or if they subscribe to Dog Fancy, right? But one of them might be Scottie Dog, right? Could be a Boston Terrier. You know about those, Bruce? The little black and white dogs, and they've got the little ears and kind of a smush face. Very cute, very cute. So it's a smaller breed. Scotties, Boston Terriers, a Bull Terrier. That's the one like in that commercial, you know, for the beverage company, right? Mm-hmm. Bull Terrier. There's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Very fancy, very regal dog. Also pretty small. There's a French Bulldog. A lot of moms will like those, French Bulldogs. What else do I have? something in a small, oh, Chihuahuas. How can I forget a Chihuahua? Those can be a lot of fun. And I know, you know, if someone, they might even call themselves a dog mom, like they're the mother of the dog. And obviously they didn't birth the dog, so they're not related by blood or species, but there can be such a strong bond and love between a mother of the dog, right? Or just, you know, caring for a dog, especially a small dog like a Chihuahua. And then you get your other basic dogs. Now, a lot of moms are going to love the black labs, the yellow labs, the chocolate labs, and then golden retrievers. Golden retriever is a textbook dog, right? I like a golden retriever. You've seen one golden retriever, you've seen them all. Gosh, what else? Well, those are probably most of the dogs that the mother in your life will like. And if you can't get her an Irish setter, a Cocker Spaniel, a Chihuahua, you can get her this pin, and it's basically the same thing, basically. Gosh. We got the dog pin, we got the bowling and the dog. Okay. I'm just going to go right to this. Now, we've seen the monogram brooches on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network before. However, this one is the M monogram brooch. Only comes in this one beautiful script font, right? Beautiful M. So, but here's the thing. You know what else M stands for? Bruce? Right, mother. Or mom. Now, I know it's called Mother's Day, but I really prefer it when people don't call their mom mother. It's just too formal, right? Sometimes I even think it sounds a little creepy. I don't know. But the M is for mom, right? But maybe it's going to be a dual purpose sort of M situation. And your mother's name is also Mary, Mimi, Monica, Marilyn, Maryland, named after the state, perhaps. I said Monica. Oh, Mancy. It's Nancy with an M. McAdoo. Oh gosh. Morgan. Very stately name. Maybe your mom's name is Meredith. That's it. It's a mom name right there. Meredith. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I can think of. Oh, Marie. Yeah, but that's more like a middle name though. So I guess that works. Anyways, it could be a dual purpose monogram brooch that's for Maryland, who is your mom, right? But most likely it's going to be an M for mom. And this is that really great design that's got the scalloped, not scalloped. It's almost, you know, inset in this raised up, kind of looks like a bottle cap when you look at the side, but it's raised up slightly, and then you can see through this area here. It's not too big. This one's coming in at just about 1.25 inches, just about an inch. But you can wear it as a pin. So you've got the pin fastening back here, right? And it sticks out a little bit there, so do be careful of that. But there's also an opening here, if you can see, where you can put a chain through. So you could also wear it as a necklace. So your M mother or, you know, lady in your life has no excuse not to wear this, because it can be a button or it can be a necklace. Okay? No excuse, Mom. Why aren't you wearing it? Because you can wear it as a necklace. Should have it on every day. No Fuss Jewelry from the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. Now, this one is too sweet. You'll notice that it comes with a little granny square. Now, this granny square has been hand crocheted to be a lovely, lovely lavender purple design. Now, every mom loves purple. Just ask. See, do you like purple? Yeah. Yeah, I do. The reason why this is such a nice addition is because it goes with this gorgeous pen. Look at this pen. Now this is a good size. I don't have my ruler, but this one's about almost 2 inches, 1 3/4 of a beautiful heart design. Now it's not just a heart. This is a heart work of art, if I've ever seen it. You have a little birdhouse, and everyone knows that moms love birds. Bird watching, birdhouse, bird bath, bird decor, bird jewelry is going to be on that list too, right? And so what you have here is a gorgeous birdhouse, and it is a lovely blue ceramic hand painted, folks, hand painted pen. So it's got a beautiful blue color on the top, and then you can see the little hole for the bird, right? That's where they live. And then I think it's a bluebird. Looking right here, looks like we've got a bluebird. Now it's not an eastern bluebird because I don't see the kind of reddish color on the bottom. It could be an indigo bunting, but it would need to be a deeper blue. Look a little bit closer to this. Actually a little bit darker. And the birdhouse itself has a gorgeous flower on it. And then that same flower sort of accented off to the side here. This is a well-balanced composition of a pen, if I've ever seen it. Because you're getting all the space filled within this heart shape. And then these beautiful 3-dimensional details. See how it's kind of raised up? It's got a texture to it. It's got a real texture. It's raised up there. And then the beautiful colors of the pinks, this gorgeous gold. I don't know that it's 14 karat, but a beautiful gold accents on the birdhouse. I've never seen a birdhouse with gold accents before in real life, but I bet there's some folks that love birds so much that they have gold birdhouses. Not me. I feel like that's kind of a waste. Plus, they're going to be defecating on it all the time. You clean it off. That would be silly. But this is a really beautiful birdhouse. Gorgeous greenery, flowers coming up, the pink, the beautiful blue bird. Good construction. Looks like a sound construction for a birdhouse. Looking at it, though, I do have some concerns with the construction because with a house like this, you want to make sure that there's no, the predators don't get in. Those being snakes. I don't want to say like voles, nothing like that. Those are going to be on the ground. But you don't want to have birds of prey being able to access that. So sometimes they'll put like a little kind of cage around the front. And when you have a little cage around the front, the birds can still access the entrance in and out. But then the cage makes it so, no snakes can get, well, the snakes could probably get in, but it's going to be a little bit trickier. And no birds of prey. So they can have a safe home. And that's really what a Mother's Day brooch is all about. Well, I don't know. So, beautiful details. Look, I love a scallop detail. And you can see there's a little bit of scalloped going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, about 35 of these little scallop details around the edge. This isn't just a basic heart, because that would just say, I love you, Happy Mother's Day. No, this is a heart that says, Happy Mother's Day. I know you like birds, right? So that's why I'm giving you this beautiful, gorgeous, detailed heart pen. Made in China. And then the back doesn't have a finish on it, but I like that. Makes it so it's not going to be too slippery, perhaps. But it's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece that your mom is going to love and cherish for many years to come. Many, many years. And what, like I said, makes it so cute is that it's on the little granny square. So you've got this beautiful, beautiful pin, but then this fun granny square. And you can use the granny square for, oh gosh, that's for the presentation of the gift, right? You still want to wrap it. You still want to put this in, at least in a little gift basket or something. and I believe it comes in a box, so you can wrap that. Don't just hand it to her like this. Don't do that. Show a little bit of effort. But then you can use this as like a coaster, right? This has dual use, little coaster. Maybe, what else could you use it for? Fold it in half, little pocket square. That could be cute. That could be cute. Anyways, so that's gonna be a hit for sure, for sure. And I think this one's actually good for Mother's Day or Grandmother's Day. Now, gosh, Barbara's not here. I could use a producer to tell me which day Mother's Day is, because I don't have a way to just look that up. I mean, Grandmother's Day. But keep that in mind. So some of these could be dual use. Gifted for Mother's Day, and you have an option for Grandmother's Day as well. Yeah, and that is something to keep in mind too, because maybe your grandmother's the bowler. Maybe she's out at the she's retired and she's out at the lanes every night, not just league night on Thursdays, every night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now Sunday they are closed, but they do allow for birthday parties. You can rent out the whole thing, or I don't know, but she's out there every day of the week that she can be, because your grandmother's such a good bowler. I'm not sure. That could be the case though. So birds, bowling, dogs. What else do moms like? They like soaps. It would be neat if we had like a little television set brooch. That would be fun. And how wild would it be if you could turn the television set brooch on and watch a program on it? We don't have the technology for that yet, do we, Bruce? Okay, well, maybe jot that down. I'll talk to Barbara about it. And then, oh, my goodness. How could I forget the most important statement piece for Mother's Day? And that is, folks, the epitome of a Mother's Day brooch. And that's one that says Mom. Just keeping it simple and straightforward, Mom. So here we have gorgeous script font, M-O-N-M. Whoops, my finger was covering it up. It would be funny if it said Mon. Maybe she'd like that. And here, this Mom brooch, looking at it, there's a heart. So you've got the two main elements of, you've got the two main elements of the perfect mom brooch. That's the word mom or mother and a heart. So heart, mom, and then a script font ideally, because moms are fun, they're classy, that makes it elegant. You don't want to give her a sans serif font. It's too factual. It's not as exciting. Anyways, the heart in this one has rhinestones. And that's what takes this mom brooch from day to night. So she could wear this, oh gosh, obviously she could wear it to the office, because she's going to want everyone at the office to know, oh, my son or daughter or my spouse got this for me. And it's because they're bragging about it. They're at the water cooler, and you know, Debbie says, oh, what's that? Oh, well, I got it for Mother's Day. So she's definitely going to wear it on the day after Mother's Day, just so everybody knows she got that. Now, Mother's Day is always on a Sunday, so it's going to be a busy Monday at the office, but your mom's just going to be camped out at the water cooler, waiting patiently for someone to come by. It's not going to be a fella that notices. It's going to be the Debbies, the other Barbaras, maybe Samantha from accounting. She's going to wait for them, and then she's going to show her lapel and say, oh, watch this catch the light. And the Samantha from accounting is going to be like, oh, that's so sweet. Now, did your son get that for you? Did your daughter? Yes, isn't it nice? And it's got the rhinestones, and your mom's gonna feel really special. So, how many rhinestones does it have? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. It's 13. 13 rhinestones on this heart. So it could be something where if you plan ahead, and you really rack your brain, right? Really rack your brain and say, yes, Mom, I'm getting this for you because obviously it's Mother's Day, but it represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 rhinestones of, I don't know, of wonderful years as you as my mother, or something like that. I don't know. You need to come up with that. You can just get this set of beautiful brooches for Mother's Day, but you're going to need to add a personal touch. Personal touch must be added to this gifting experience because it's one thing to show the gesture that you remembered it's Mother's Day. Hopefully you wrapped it, did some gift wrapping, but then a heartfelt letter should be included. You don't have to go to the store. You don't have to get a Hallmark card. It can be something you make, or it could be a piece of paper that you fold in half and decorate. It could be anything along those lines. You do need to show just a little bit of effort with it, though, okay? But the first step is to order this set from the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. But you're gonna, this one's key. This is the one that's gonna get Samantha in accounting to notice. And I almost forgot, Mom Brooch, right here, comes with this gorgeous alabaster little keepsake case. It's so beautiful. It is a beautiful sort of yellow tone alabaster. Looks like a rock, but smooth. And on the top of it, these beautiful, it looks like a cherry tree, flowering quince, maybe a pink dogwood. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's a beautiful flower. Moms love beautiful flowers on their alabaster keepsake boxes. Everyone knows that. This one, yes, obviously you can put the brooch in here. You still want to gift wrap it, don't forget. Look at that. That's so sweet. Just gonna say, oh, this is where I'm gonna keep my favorite Mother's Day brooches. And my pink floral alabaster keepsake jar. Now, another important thing that can go in an alabaster keepsake jar is not just gorgeous Mother's Day brooches that glisten. Well, I'm trying to get that glisten going. But the other thing you can put in there is baby teeth. And everyone knows that moms like to hold on to baby teeth. What are they going to do? Just throw those out? You know, in case there's any kids watching, once the Tooth Fairy is done with their Tooth Fairy transactions, turns out they do return the teeth to the parent or guardian. And then if they want to, they can put them in a keepsake alabaster floral jar. Looks just like this. And then when the parent or guardian is done having those teeth, about 15 to 20 years later, they will give their child the jar of teeth and say, here, I had these, now you can have them. And then the child's going to say, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm what, 20, I'm 28 now, so what do you want me to do with my baby teeth? I don't know. Well, I don't want to just throw them out. Cross that bridge when you get to it, right? But you will want to have a place to keep those teeth, and that's a great use for this alabaster jar. Okay, so alabaster jar. Oh, I'm all over the place today, but you know, if Barbara was here, she'd remind me. Don't forget that Mom is also wow. Right? Frontwards and backwards. So you can turn that M upside down into a fun wow. But you could explain that to your to the mother in your life. Say wow. So you can have it upside down for when you're not wanting to celebrate Mother's Day. Just an idea. Just an idea. Some might say I'm saving the best for last with this one. Now, I know I mentioned, oh, you don't want to just have a plain heart. you want to have a heart with, you know, extra whimsy, birdhouses, rhinestones. This is a heart. This is a heart brooch like none other. Look, there is a beautiful gold tone heart on this circle, right? And then it's hollow, so you can wear this, you know, with a scarf in here, something like that, or just so where you can kind of see what's behind it. But there are these two little dangling hearts in the middle. Now, this is again where you can have more of a backstory with it. So, imagine you have this heart, and you gift it to the mother in your life, right? You say, oh, that's me, and that's the sibling. So there's the mommy and the kids. That's what those two hearts could be. Or those two hearts could be like bells, right? But they don't ding. Bells that don't ding. The two hearts could be how she's got a love for her family and a love for bowling, and that's fine. That's just fine. What else could you have these two hearts for? Bruce, any ideas? For, oh, like a Star Trek thing? I don't know. I don't know about that. But it's really so beautiful. And this is probably, if I'm thinking about what are the most versatile brooches in this set, this is going to be number one. Because mom brooch, there's going to be too much conversation happening around that versus this one, which can really be an everyday sweet brooch to wear. So, that's it. I say that's it, but it's actually quite a lot. You've got gorgeous alabaster jar, the epitome of a Mother's Day brooch with the rhinestones and the curse of mom, and then the fun heart, which we just talked about. That's got just a fun way to have kind of a dangling element to your brooch, because that's always going to elevate the look. And then we have the traditional M for mom, or Marilyn, or Marguerite, Margaretta, Margaret, May, Nancy. We talked about that. Nancy with an M. Nancy with an M. And then the dog brooch, because maybe she said she liked dogs once. Bowling, big time bowler with the great form. And then beautiful heart brooch with the birdhouse, little blue bird, little flowers, beautiful hand painted details. Now, all of these Mother's Day brooches, all of these Mother's Day brooches can be yours today for the low price of $79.99. Now, I know it might seem like a lot, but you know, can you put a price on mother's love, right? No, you can't. And if you could, I feel like we'd live in a much different society, but we won't get into that right now. But I do want to tell you that it's $79.99, but this is actually not everything you're going to get for that price. You get 6 brooches and the alabaster keepsake jar, great for baby teeth. But you also get, if you call in the next 15 minutes, this beautiful beaded purse. Now, this one is slightly irregular, okay? And because it's slightly irregular, you're going to get a great deal on this because it's included in the set for free. That's $0 free. So look, you've got all these beautiful, gorgeous beaded details on the purse. And again, slightly irregular, but you know what? No big deal. Just pop a brooch on there, and it's perfect. Covers up any imperfections on this beaded purse, but also adds a lot more interest. And then if someone else has this beaded purse, you know that it is Nancy's, and so you're not going to get it confused, right? It's an elegant. It's not so much of a purse, more like a little wallet, more like a little clutch, a small clutch. Keep a couple things in there, but not too many. Not too many. So clutch included, and in case just in case you did not have a chance to make one, or you don't have an elementary school student in your life, you get this gorgeous beaded necklace. Now this has been handcrafted by elementary school students, because they feed it through this fabric here, and it's got these beautiful little red beads in between. So it's a mix of pony beads, pretty dense marbles, and then fabric. And it's one size fits all. You just tie the fabric at the top. And you might be wondering, why are we including what looks to be a Christmas necklace in this collection? Because folks, it's already May. And if you've got a mother in your life, they're already thinking about the holidays. It's not quite Christmas in July, but it's right around the corner. Can you believe it? But that's where a mother's mind is. Always a few months ahead, 10 steps ahead. And so you say, well, you know what, I'm going to be 10 steps ahead. I want to make sure I've got a little Christmas idea in there too, a little stocking stuffer, a little necklace. That's why there's this red and green motif in the Mother's Day collection. This is included for free, folks. And like I said, they're 10 steps ahead. I bet your mom's already thinking about how she's going to get you 30 dolls, right? Not 2, but 30. Anyways, so you've got this beautiful necklace. And that's included for free. So you're getting the deal of a lifetime. Look, I can't even pick up all of these items at one time. It's so much heft, so much gifting heft. But yeah, $79.99. That's a steal on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. But yeah, we got the Alabaster Jar, handcrafted elementary, the Mother's Day brooches. You're planning ahead, just like your mom with the stocking stuffer. I'm seeing an indicator there. Bruce, does that mean we have a call? Okay. Yeah. All right. Can you patch them through? Caller, go ahead.
Hi, this is Nathaniel. I painted a rock for my mom. I got some paint on the coffee table, but she wasn't too mad about it. Thanks, that's all.
My goodness, my goodness. Well, Nathaniel, that's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. And, you know, it's just so sweet that, you know, your mom probably thinks she's got the sweetest son there is, who's really putting in effort and doing something so nice for his mom. That's so nice. Oh, well, good for you, Nathaniel. Thanks for calling in. Do call back. Do call back, too. All right. Oh, one more call? One more caller? Okay. Yeah, caller, go ahead.
Hi, this is Natalie. I cooked my mom breakfast in bed, and I made her French toast. And I put fresh strawberries and whipped cream on it. And then when I was done, I cleaned everything up. After that, I took her to one of those pottery painting places. And I had saved up money from my lemonade stand, so I paid for everything. And then I made her a mug, and I painted on it, and it said, "World's Greatest Mother."
Okay. Wow. Sounds like you tried really hard, Natalie. You know, I know some moms don't like French toast. They prefer more of something like an Eggs Benedict. That's what I like. Or the one with the béarnaise sauce, you know. Yeah, French toast is fine, I guess. And then, I don't really like those pottery painting places. I don't know. But good luck next year. Maybe consider getting her one of these. Yeah. And yeah, everyone's seen her World's Greatest Mama. Yeah. Anyways, that's it, folks. That's the whole collection today on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. Mother's Day brooches and necklace and beaded handbag. Yours today for the low price of $79.99. Do call us soon because this is surely going to sell out, and you want to make sure you get it in time for Mother's Day. Okay? Great. Well, thanks for tuning in.